Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am currently breastfeeding Andrea. I hope you guys don't mind, but it's the only way that I'm gonna get these videos filmed. I was going to feed him first and then come and film the video, but realistically I just don't know if he's gonna even lay down for long enough. So I'm 1 week and 1 day postpartum. Andrea was born a week ago yesterday. If you hear the kids screaming outside, they're playing, but it is supervised, so it's okay. No one's being murdered. I have to say this has been the easiest recovery of all of my pregnancies, and I totally accredit that to exercising throughout my pregnancy. Like, I just think that is hands down, and obviously eating well and all that, but I think exercise has been the biggest thing that I did differently this pregnancy, and it has definitely stood to me and has definitely made my recovery so much easier, so much faster. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how Andrea's doing at 1 week old, and then I'll get into me postpartum at the end of the video. He is doing great. I've had my midwife checks 3 times now. On my second check, the midwife thought that he looked a little bit jaundiced. She wasn't completely worried about him. He passed the test for jaundice in the hospital, but this was like, I think, day 3 or something, and she said that he was a little bit jaundiced, but not to the point where she was really worried, just because you could tell it by his eyes, and then also he was looking very tanned. I just thought it was his skin tone, but he was like super tanned, and it turns out that was the jaundice. It was like actually yellow. He has like golden blonde reddish hair, like it's very like golden. I call it rose gold, or the nurse at the one of the midwives in the hospital said he was strawberry blonde, and then some people just say that he looks blonde, so I don't really know what way it's gonna go, but it's definitely like a reddish blonde at the moment. But I think the jaundice may have been contributing to the yellowness of it as well, because obviously he just was like very yellow and like very sallow looking. I'm exclusively breastfeeding, as you guys know. I did the same thing with the other 3, and I intend to do the same for him. I generally, I've breastfed all my babies for 12 months, and I fully intend on doing the same thing for Andrea. Breastfeeding is going so well this time round. I've managed to avoid the cracked nipples. I was so diligent with the lanolin application in the beginning. I did get sore nipples, and I was also told at the hospital by the pediatrician that he had a little bit of tongue tie, so he said if I ever had a problem with his latch or anything to just let them know, but he was not worried to the point where he was going to do something about it. And I didn't want to do anything about it, me personally. I just, the thought of, because obviously they cut on their tongue and or underneath their tongue, and the thought of that just freaks me out so much. So luckily his latch has been amazing, and I haven't had any pain with breastfeeding. I mean, it was uncomfortable in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, for the first like 2 or 3 days, and after that it subsided. So I've been so lucky, because Alessia was the complete polar opposite, and I definitely think it has something to do with me stopping breastfeeding only 4 months ago, because the exact same thing happened with Eduardo versus Emilia, who I had a really hard time breastfeeding in the beginning, and I had cracked nipples and it was really painful, same as Alessia. So for me, I think I just do better with having my babies closer, because my body is just used to it. He has also gained back his birth weight and then some, so I think he was like 8 pounds 12 or something like that, and he was 8 pounds 11 when he was born. He is such a chilled out baby, so good, such a good sleeper. I have been wearing my Fitbit, and if you know anything about a Fitbit, it tracks your sleep. I've been getting around 6 or 7 hours sleep a night, and that is not uninterrupted. Like, obviously I have restless periods where he wakes up, I basically slip a boob in his mouth, he's in the bed with me. I did that with all of my babies, especially in the newborn stage. We do have a crib, it's the Kiko next to me, and I do intend on putting him in there more and more as he grows. But in the very beginning, I just think for sleeping, and for your own like peace of mind, I fully recommend co-sleeping with the baby. Obviously there's safety measures that you have to take, and we always make sure to do that, but it's worked with all of my babies. And with breastfeeding, it's the way that the mum gets the most sleep, and I just think it's the most natural feeling to me. So that's what we're doing with him, and I just slip a boob in his mouth when he wakes up. He wakes about 3 times a night ish, but I don't even really notice it. And like I said, I'm getting like 7 hours sleep, and I think that's probably what is really helping me feel so good at the moment. People keep asking me, they're like, how are you like up and about and doing things? And I definitely think that him being such a good sleeper has a lot to do with that. So other than that, he's so chilled out. Like during the day, he loves going in his swing. He has little like wake periods during the day, but he does definitely sleep a lot, and is just a very, very chilled out baby. I take him for walks every day. He has just slotted into our family so seamlessly, and it's like, I don't know, it's like he was always meant to be in this, I mean, not that he was always meant to be in this family, because obviously he was, but like, you know what I mean? It just feels like it was so effortless. He got the heel prick test. They actually had to come back and do it again because the first sample I think it just got like messed up in the post or something. I almost had a mini heart attack when they rang me saying that the lab had contacted them for the heel prick test, because obviously when you hear back, it's generally bad news. So that was like one of the scariest moments ever, because I got this phone call, it was just today, and I was like completely freaking out. But everything's fine. We just had to retake his heel prick test, and we did that this morning. His eyes look blue right now. He's definitely not like Emilia and Eduardo were in the beginning, where they were just so dark brown. And I remember everybody was telling me, no, all Caucasian babies are born with gray eyes. And I was looking at these two, both times, babies with these beautiful dark brown eyes, and I was like, no, they're not gray. And I knew they were gonna stay brown. Whereas with Alessia, she was born with that grayish blue eye color, and lo and behold, hers are blue. So I feel like he's gonna go that way. I think it would be so cool to have 2 brown-eyed babies and 2 blue-eyed babies. So on to me at 1 week postpartum. I am gonna try and put him down so I can show you guys the belly. I have been wearing the belly bandit, and that I cannot show you right now because it's in the wash. It was absolutely disgusting, and actually I got a heat rash from wearing it so much, because I wear it like at nighttime, I wear it in the day. I was wearing it like 24/7 since I got out of the hospital basically. And I do think that that really helps just with, even with your posture. This is the first day that I haven't worn it, and I just needed to give it a break because I needed to wash it first of all, and also I've got a heat rash because of it, because it's just, I've been sweating. So in terms of weight, and I'm gonna mention numbers, so if you guys are triggered by that, just fast forward the next bit, but I am gonna mention numbers just to give you guys a heads up. So at the end of this pregnancy, I was 70.3 kilos, and that was like, I think the week that I gave birth, so like the Monday of the week that I went in, that's what I weighed. And as of this week, I am now down to 62 kilos. I weighed 60 kilos when I found out I was pregnant with Andrea. I'm like getting confused which child. Yeah, I was 60 kilos when I got pregnant with Andrea. I was smaller than that before getting pregnant with Emilia and Eduardo. I don't really care if I get back to that weight or not. I would like to get back to what I was pre-Andrea, but I'm not gonna stress about it if I don't get down to like what I was before. Do you know what I mean? I'm kind of just gonna see what my body wants to do. Obviously, I'm not allowed exercise or do any like strenuous form of exercise yet, because I need to wait until my 6-week check for my OB. But I have been walking every single day. I started out doing like 10 minutes, gradually worked my way up to 30-minute walks, and now I do a 30-minute walk every morning with the baby in the buggy, and I work up quite a sweat. I've been loving it though. It clears my head, it gets me out of and about, and I'm sitting a lot all day because I'm breastfeeding. And I don't like that feeling. Like, I like to feel active. So I feel like if I do my walk, at least that's one active thing that I have done for the day, and then it doesn't matter if I'm sitting down and like feeding him for the rest of the day. I'm gonna show you guys the belly now for 1 week postpartum. So this is the belly just with clothes on. I'm wearing, these are non-maternity. They are workout leggings. I think they're by a brand called Rumi. I'm really not sure. I literally just took the tags off today. The top is a Lululemon workout top. So I've still got a pooch, definitely. That's from the front, from the side, and then I'll show you what it looks like. From the front, from the side, and from the other side. You can see the stretch marks around the belly button, but they have definitely faded, which I'm really happy about. So that is everything for 1 week postpartum. I will be doing these weekly until 4 weeks, and then monthly from there on out. But thank you for watching the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe for more. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I will talk to you guys in my next one.